Okay, here we go again. So now I'm going to do another example of a word problem. So I'm going to read it to you. I'm going to write some stuff on the board, so pay attention, okay? So here we have a machine part weighs 2.7 kilograms. Okay, so let's write that down. So we got a machine part, right? So it weighs 2.7 kilograms, and it is to be shipped in a carton weighing X kilograms. Okay, so there's a carton. And the carton weighs X kilograms, so we don't know what it is. Okay, we don't know the weight of the carton. Now it says if the total weight of 3 packaged machine parts is 9.3 kilograms. Okay, so we have total weight. So if we have 3 packaged, oops. Okay, 3 packaged machine parts weighs 9.3 kilograms. It says, how much does each carton weigh? That's the question. Okay, so now listen. So again, we have to understand this problem. Okay, that's the part. Now I'm not going to draw pictures, okay, but think about this. We've got machine parts, right? Each machine part weighs 2.7 kilograms. We don't know how much each carton weighs, so we're just saying it weighs X kilograms. Now it says if you have 3 packaged machine parts, that means each part is packaged in its own carton, okay? And the total weight of those 3 packaged machine parts is 9.3 kilograms. How much does each carton weigh? Okay, so let's set up this problem right, okay? If we set up this equation correctly, we're done, okay? So 9.3 kilograms, right, is the total of each package. So what do we got? We got a weight of carton plus weight of machine part. Okay, what's the weight of the carton? X. What's the weight of the machine part? 2.7. And so how many of these packaged machine parts do we have? 3. So we could write an equation that says, well, and 3 of these weigh this much. So we could say 3 times the quantity X plus 2.7 equals 9.3. And so that would be a good equation, and that would work. Okay? And so now, all we have to do is use the distributive property to get rid of the parentheses. So I'm going to distribute the 3 to both terms. And so I get 3x plus Well, what do we get? We get 8.4 equals 9.3. Okay, now we're off to the next step, which is we're going to move all the constant terms to one side, variable terms to the other side. So since we only have one variable term over here, no variable terms over here, we're just going to move the constant term over by subtracting 8.4 from both sides. Okay, and of course 8.4 minus 8.4 is 0, so we get 3x equals, well, 9.3 minus 8.4 is 0.9. Okay. And then of course, let me rewrite this, 3x equals 0.9. Okay. And then of course, all we have to do now is divide both sides by 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1, so we get x equals 0.9 divided by 3. So this is going to give me 0.3. And so that's the weight of each coordinate is 0.3 kilograms. I think I made a mistake here somewhere. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh gosh. I didn't multiply right. I multiplied by 4. Well, sort of. Okay, let me start over. That's a mistake. That's a mistake. Did a calculation error. Right at the beginning. Why didn't one of you guys tell me something? If you see that, let me know. I'm just kidding. Okay, so let's try this again. So I made my mistake here. I multiplied this by 4 and it should be multiplied by 3. So I multiplied this by 3 and multiplied that by 4 for some reason. So, well, actually I don't know what I did there. Now I'm trying to think. Oh, I think, yeah, I did 3 times 8 for some reason. I don't know. But so let's try this again, okay? So I'm going to distribute. So my steps are correct. I just messed up on the multiplication. So 3x. Now 3 times this, well 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 0.7 is 0.21, not 0.24. So this is going to be 8.1 is equal to 9.3. And so if I subtract 8.1, so now I get 3x is equal to, now in this case I get 1.2. Okay, and so if I come over here, then I get 3x equals 1.2, and I divide both sides by 3. Okay, 3 divided by 3 is 1, so I get x equals 1.2 divided by 3, which is 0.4 kilograms. And that's the correct answer. Okay. And so again, and that brings up another point that I want to make that was that I probably should have made earlier is make sure you check your work. So when you get your answer, plug it back in and make sure that you get a true statement. Okay, you always want to double check and always ask yourself at the end, does your answer make sense? Because you may get an answer that is obviously not correct because it just doesn't make sense in the context of the problem. And that goes for any and all word problems, application type problems. Okay? Okay, that's it. See you next time.